welcome to this episode of the Ping of the Week podcast. This is episode 6. I know we've been away for maybe 1-2 weeks now, but stuff came up, fights have come up. I had a few street fights, so I haven't got any scars because I'm kind of undefeated in the streets. So we move. First, we're going to go with the boxing recap, and obviously it's what it is. Let's get it. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. We missed. What did we miss? Haney vs Linares was probably last weekend or the weekend before. Weekend before that, but whenever that was. Great fight. Honestly, listen, I wanted Haney to get the KO. I thought he was gonna. I knew he was gonna win.
Carry on.
I knew he was gonna win, but I thought he could have pressed him more. But Linares, it just shows that he's a veteran, man. I wasn't that surprised that he didn't get KO'd. I was just rooting for him to have a dominant performance, Haney. But it was a still very, very good performance. Still, he did get buzzed in the 10th round, and everyone got excited, he lost the whole fight because he got buzzed once, and he started moving. You know what I mean? He's a young fighter. Honestly, when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, it's good. He's showing he can walk man down, and he's showing this, he's showing that. Some people are saying he should stick to his style and stick to boxing and moving, and because let's just be real, the first 7 rounds he just breezed. Do you know what I mean? He listen. Say what you want, Linares. No one's whooped Linares like that, for that many rounds straight, that easily. Haney was hardly getting caught for about 7 rounds. Even Lomachenko had a bit of a war with him. You know what I'm saying? Linares dropped Lomachenko. I know people are going to be like, oh yeah, Linares is old now, so that's why he dropped Loma and not. Yeah, but he buzzed Haney, didn't go down, nothing really much. Haney started getting on his bike for a few rounds. Haney probably lost 3 rounds in that fight max. You know what I mean? Other than that, I think it was a good dominant performance. I think that he gets a lot of critics for what he did to Linares. I don't know why everyone's getting excited about him getting wobbled once. He didn't get dropped. Look how everyone else is fighting Linares. They're going to war with him. Luke Campbell going to war. Devin Haney, good boxing performance for about 7 rounds straight. Very tactical. Even started trying to push him back. That's kind of when he did get caught. But I mean, it's only going to help him learn. And some people are saying, what do you think about this? Them saying he shouldn't try to be rough and stick to boxing and moving and stuff.
I think they're fucking bummed, isn't it? The reason why I stopped you earlier, because we're going to talk about it later, but it's an ongoing, it's a trope with these top world-class fighters having perfect performances and then getting maybe hurt once on one occasion. Yeah. And then the fans just talk about that one occasion.
Yeah, they ignore everything else.
But that's going to be my rant, so I'm not going to just stay there. Personally, I thought it was a fantastic performance from Devin Haney. He's a young fighter, still learning. Boxed beautifully, and I thought, honestly, I think it's great. Yeah. He's shown the ability that he can change gears, because you can't. There's some fighters you won't be able to just box. Yeah. What are you gonna do when there's a fighter that just brings it to you, takes the fight to you, makes it a dogfight? And Haney's shown he can switch up. Yeah. He can go from boxing to making it a dogfight. He can work on the inside. Look, world-class fighters. Some of them don't even have the ability to fight on the inside. We saw that from maybe Kovalev. So for a young fighter to show that much skill, that much variation in his game, I think it's great.
Yeah. But also with that Devin Haney thing, I want to say people were saying he shouldn't practice. He should stick to his style. He wouldn't got rocked if he wasn't trying to walk down Haney in some rounds and put it on him. But this is where people go wrong. They stick to their style too much to where when someone brings it out of them, now they can't walk someone down when they need to. What if Henny was literally losing bare rounds and he needed to KO him? Yeah. At some point, you're going to need to practice that. And I'm not going to lie, I don't think he's that good at it. Maybe the power is not there yet, or maybe he needs more power to fight. But at least he's working on it to where he can utilize it. You have to be good at all different things, you know what I mean? At the end of the day. But yeah, man, good performance. Linares he just showed he's a veteran, innit? He did catch Haney. Haney was kind of sleeping one round. Bing, nice combination. Just caught him on the end of it. Haney was wobbled though. He done that. He walked into his corner, but yeah, that was funny. Yeah, good shot. But after that, to be honest, Linares, there was even respect after that fight. Linares did respect him, like they were talking in the back. And Haney, you know what I mean? He's only going to learn from that performance. And Linares, honestly, he still looked fast and kind of sharp. He just looked a bit slower. It was the speed and the boxing IQ. Like Devin Haney's a very good boxer, and that's what I thought. That's why he won the fight. But yeah, man, good performance.
Great performance from the young fighter.
Yeah, man. Should be. Oh yeah, next I think the next kind of big boxing event was actually the Logan Paul v Mayweather card.
Comedy gold.
But before that, I realised there's a few fights before the main event.
Oh yeah.
Heavy bag. Heavy bag herd.
Yeah.
Flipping
He's
out,
becoming a heavy
I know
bag.
what happened that fight, man. Because I was looking for what was Herd vs Luis Arias.
Yeah.
Listen, Luis Arias, I've seen him fight every fight. He's hittable. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's dead. Like Arias, he's a tough. Like even Errol Spence was tweeting during the fight. Like I've seen him in wars, amateurs. So Arias, he's tough in that, but like, bro, he's hittable. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For her to just be like having I don't know, man. I thought Herd was gonna win that fight. I heard some rumors about something happened before the fight. Whatever, man. That was not a good performance, and he did lose the fight, right? And he was acting like he won it. He's doing a Vettori, mate. He's acting like he won the fight. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, man. Jared Herd, he needs to go back to the drawing board ASAP. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, what did you think of that fight? Jared Herd vs.
It was very frustrating, you know. You could see, I don't know. This is what I mean, you know. One, I think Jarrett Hurd's nickname is one of the things that irritates me because like Swift, I don't know, is that how he fought in the amateurs? Because what I've seen, I'm not the biggest boxing fan, but what I've seen from Jarrett Hurd, he just walks forward, like uses his big size and just overwhelms people.
Yeah.
But he moved up, tried that with Luis Arias, and he was just eating too much unnecessary punches. I wouldn't even say he was really getting wobbled, but he was just eating overhands, and it was like he had no answer for the overhands. And I'm thinking, damn, like, is this a case of the fighter not being able to fight any other way and it just taking a toll on them? So it's a mad one, really, man. I'm just thinking, nah, man. But yeah, I think he's another one. Needs to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
You're serious, man. It's like that's not. I just didn't like how much damage he was taking and how easy it looked. So yeah, damn, man. He looked like heavy bag Herd. That's what I'd say.
That's his new next. I don't know. Yeah, Herd. I've seen him fight better than that. He looked too big. He looked like
sluggish.
Cut down. He looked sluggish.
Yeah.
He did. The power was there though, slightly, but. There was no. Usually, like, you know why it was a bad Herd performance? Because usually Herd at the end of fights, he just starts unleashing and walking man down, and like it's like he's got stamina for the end of the fight. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we just didn't see it. It was a bit mad. But yeah, there was another funny fight. Oh, I just realised. Remember Anjo Cinco? That Chad Johnson, isn't it? He fought Brian Maxwell. Apparently, this guy was a bare knuckle boxer though.
Yeah.
So he done all right, like.
That's decent.
For fighting a bare knuckle boxer, but he did get dropped.
Yeah,
That cracked me up though when do you remember that? The knockdown.
Yeah, it was quite jokes. But to be honest, like, I know he's a former NFL guy. And I know they have quick feet, so
yeah.
Like, I know that can translate directly to boxing. I'm not too surprised.
He's quite old, you know.
Yeah, but he looks like he keeps himself in good shape, so I don't see. But it's very impressive. Johnson's bit. Oof. Chad Johnson, he showed his age is only a number. Good fight by the both of them.
Yeah. I just wanted to see. Oh yeah, let's see the knockdown. Should we show it?
I don't think we need to show. I think most people saw. Yeah. It was quite a big event, but
that knockdown made me laugh.
I can see the Sky Sports watermark in the corner as well.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, but no, you know,
he took it though. He took it nice.
Yeah.
The way he does that, it's like he said, "Chill out."
Yeah.
It's like he told the guy to chill out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. But yeah, then the main event, of course, Floyd vs Logan Paul. It's just classic Floyd, really, isn't it? He was just walking him down. Do you know what? What do you think? To be honest, there was a lot of bums. Oh my gosh. You could talk about this Mayweather ruined his legacy talk. Because basically, we all saw what happened in it. Mayweather just walked down a guy that's like, what, 200 pounds?
That's like 200
pounds.
220 pounds.
He's
man.
155, soaking wet. It's just a joke. But yeah, whatever in it. Like, Logan Paul, I think Logan Paul came to survive in it. He didn't actually came to like try to fight Floyd. If you're trying to fight Floyd, you'll probably get KO'd. Like if he was actually trying to hit him. But what do you expect in it? Logan Paul probably gassed out in round 5 and then just thought, yeah, let me just clinch. But to be honest, we was laughing. Like Logan Paul was making me laugh. Round 1, the flurries was crazy. Terrible punches, but it's just at least he went for it. You know what I mean? He made it funny. But classic Floyd, Paul counters, the shoulder roll, just. He still shows sharpness, isn't it? Even that, listen, people think it's a joke fight, but when you understand boxing and that, you can still take things from that fight. Like even that's what Shakur was saying. I was still watching that thinking, raw. He was saying he was, you know what I'm saying, slipping and countering guys with right hand with all that reach over him and all that. You know what I mean? That's showing he's still got superb timing and reflexes and even agility to just jump in with them leaping left hooks with a guy that big as well. Because say what you want. Logan Paul is not great, but he's still big and a bit athletic. Do you know what I mean? To just jump out and hug you.
Wrestling background as well.
Wrestling background, so yeah. No, that was. I think it was. You know what? I enjoyed the fight. Weirdly, like it was just fun. Sometimes it's just fun to see Floyd in the ring. You know what I mean? After retiring. Yeah. How did you find the fight?
I thought it was entertaining, man. I don't. This is what I mean. Like you can tell who are really fight fans and who's really just like a salty. Living in the basement, like just what's wrong with your life, mate? Can't you be entertained? It's like, do you need like the best? It's like they need to watch the best fight ever to be entertained. So it's like, you know, regardless, if you're not entertained, switch it off. But I was thoroughly entertained. I thought it was a good effort from me. Really quite an old Mayweather now. Obviously, he's a granddad. I thought Jake Paul, he showed a really good effort as well. I thought his flurry was. It was so I'm not gonna lie, he went ham. The
punches was dead, but he was going ham.
Yeah, he was going ham. Like, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, if I was Logan Paul, I would show that to my kids. Me flurrying on Mayweather covering up, you know. Like
that's how he usually did it.
That was quite lit.
I need one flurry on it.
And also the pictures after.
Yeah. Nah, it's funny, man. It was a good fight. But yeah, these people saying Mayweather's ruining the sport, but like, I don't get it, man. Like these bums, I see so many Instagram comments, just people waffling. I'm thinking, you're telling me if you got 50, 90 mil, whatever, 100 mil to just fight some random guy, you're not going to fight him. Yes, you are.
50 mil, some of these people would turn gay, man. Just shut up.
Yeah. Some of these dope men would do anything, they will sell their soul.
Yeah, they just...
Like, I don't know what they're talking about. They're saying, "Oh, Floyd, man, he's ruining the sport." Or like they're acting like Floyd stole their money. Or something.
You know what it is?
That's like Floyd took the money out of their pocket.
You know what?
Just, like, you're the ones who keeps watching Floyd. I don't get it. Like they're salty. This is what I mean with the. This is really what happened. Floyd's just one. He's built up his career to where he pissed off some people, and then he understood his haters will watch his fights more than his fans. And he's been triggering people ever since he whooped De La Hoya's ass. And still to this day, there's some guys watching Floyd, buying his fights and getting triggered. I don't know what they're doing, but it's just still happening today. They're still making him peas. He's still got the limelight. It's crazy, innit? But yeah, I guess you can either love him or hate him. But you're not still paying attention. That's the main point. He's just a businessman, innit? People don't get it.
With me, it's I think with Floyd, he just realised people treat his fights like a pack of cigarettes. They know it's killing them, but they're still gonna smoke it daily. So it's like, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no. But moving on to this weekend just gone, Shakur Stevenson fought. What was his name? It was Jeremiah, like Teflika or something. One guy from.
You had the name wrong. Was it Namibia?
Namibia, yeah.
From Namibia. You know, he survived. I honestly say, like, credit to him.
Jeremiah Nakatila.
Yeah. Training out of Namibia.
That guy was a bit nasty, you know, because I was watching it. He was a bit long. He got knocked down once, but the thing about Shakur, he doesn't have crazy power. So if you're defensively just not that good, he will tuck you in. But if you're defensively all right, keep range. That the guy from Namibia, he was alright. Like he was a bit long. His footwork was alright. Do you know what I mean? He was trying to come in. He was a bit confident.
Yeah, you were hating on him though.
No, he was he was making me laugh because of the way he was boxing, but he wasn't bad. It was weird. Like he just kept the fight at bay.
You're calling him a bum, fam.
No, when did I ever call him a bum?
Yeah, you can go back and see on the live stream.
Oh, I never called him a bum. What are you doing?
You were like this bummy guy should go bang him out. Remember? Because we were watching MMA and his fight.
Oh, maybe I wanted him to bang him out, but he didn't bang him out. He went 12 rounds. So the guy was decent, man.
Yeah.
But I wasn't watching it properly. But yeah, it was a good fight, to be honest. Like he just had a nasty style. You know, he reminded me of I don't know, some guy that I can't remember his name. Weirdly, there's some tall don. He was another like lanky don that can keep range alright. He fought Devin Haney on that Logan Paul card. He's KSI weirdly. There's another tall rangy fighter. Like, you know them fighters that can survive because they've got a bit of range and they understand distance. So yeah, he was trying to play that game with Shakur, but of course he got outboxed by Shakur. You know, it's hard, but he didn't get tucked in and KO'd like some of these guys I've seen Shakur just walk through. Do you know what I mean? So credit to him. You know what I mean? People were saying it was a snooze fest or whatever. I don't know. Well, it wasn't the most exciting fights, but you know, again, some of these boxing fans, they just want to see blood and gore, innit? They just want to see death. But yeah, man. To be honest, it was an interesting fight. I probably have to rewatch it again. I didn't watch the whole thing because the main card of the MMA was it Leon Edwards was on at the same time? I think.
Might be Figueiredo. One of them.
No, it was Leon Edwards was on at the same time, yeah. But yeah, man. Onto the
Pardon me.
Yeah, onto the MMA recap now though. What do you want to start with? Clarissa Shields?
Yeah, no, I want to start with Clarissa because, to be honest, she was that was quite impressive for me. You know, at the start of the fight, losing the first 2 rounds. The woman that she fought was obviously she was a top grappler. She was actually a brown belt, and she had Clarissa in the full mount.
She was a top grappler.
No, but regardless, like this isn't like karate.
She's a good grappler.
A brown belt is a brown belt against a boxer who ain't even trained. I don't care how long Clarissa trained for 6 months. And she had a brown belt on top of it. I don't care who you are. If you're a bum, a brown belt's still a brown belt. So for Clarissa to not get submitted was quite impressive, especially with the MMA gloves with the punching, even punching from the bottom, showing like proper grit and heart. And then later on in the 3rd round, getting a nice dominant finish, warming up into the fight, stopping the takedowns. And then obviously, eventually getting the ground and pound finish, which was fantastic. So it's a good win for Clarissa. She's going to learn a lot. Yeah, I was just overall I was really happy for Clarissa because she had a lot of doubters coming into this one.
It was weird, man. It's like they were hating before she's even lost. Is that right? Yeah. So you lot are like, this is the MMA fans, bro. I'm gonna get into you later, but some MMA fans are just retarded. Like I don't get it. Like, these are like, boxers can't do MMA. Boxers are scared. Boxing's for cowards. Then the top boxer comes over and you're like, she's gonna get beat up. So stop hating her. They would never do it. They ain't got the guts. Like you're saying all this, so she's done it, and now you're still hating. What are you hating for? She hasn't even fought and they're hating, and then they win. She wins, and then some of them are like, she's gonna lose in the next 3 fights. It's like, what are you hating? Like, what's stop hating? They're like, let's make her face top competition. It's bad dumb, man. Like they're acting like even all your favourite MMA fighters, their first fight, they were fighting champions or something, or the top 10 ranked opponents. It doesn't make no sense. She's been training MMA for 6 months. So give her some time.
Just
what she showed there is that she can do it. You get it. She got the will to win. She came back from being 2 rounds down, and even like her takedown defense, that's like a new skill. She's never even done that. Do you know what I mean? She's never even actually really had a fight and tried to stop a takedown.
No.
In a fight. So that's the first time she's ever had a fight to try to stop a takedown. And in the 3rd round, she kind of got the hang of it. You know what I mean? That's all it was. But yeah.
In the main event as well.
Yeah, the main event, it's true.
That was fantastic. But yeah, what I'll do, I'll just bring up the UFC card right now. But yeah, with the first fight, with Jamal Hill, with Craig Edwards, damn man, what was your opinion on that arm break?
No, go to the undercard. There was some scraps on the undercard.
I didn't even watch the undercard.
Yeah, we did. What are you talking about? Adesanya's guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You know, I completely forgot.
For the whole night.
No, because usually we don't even watch the prelims.
Darren Stewart, what the bro?
Yeah, no, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's what I mean. I forgot.
The Doberman, I swear the undercard fight was better than some of them.
Yeah, no, it was proper scraps.
Listen,
Right,
some scraps.
let me bring this up now. Alright, Laura Murphy, yeah, bro, she went ham.
Wait, she tucked her in, isn't it?
Yeah.
How's it?
Decision. Nah, Laura Murphy, she just imposed her will. She completely imposed her will.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'd say. Like with Laura Murphy, Joanne Calderwood, you know, she had a lot of hype because she's won a few fights and she had. I would say she developed her offensive side with her grappling, but her defensive side was the same. Laura Murphy was able to just out grapple her, out muscle her, you know, just took her down, was grinding her, and yeah, just grinded at the win, even landing the better shots standing up.
Yeah.
And then next it was Darren Stewart versus Eric Anders.
That was a scrap. This
was the tail up, innit? I ain't gonna lie, I thought Darren Stewart was winning, but then the later rounds, obviously, you know, Eric Anders, he done what he needed to do, innit?
What happened in the first round?
But Darren Stewart was out piecing up on the feet with the leg kicks, and some punches, and then
Darren Stewart started well, but
Eric Anders was trying to get.
I think it was that 1-1 apiece going into the third.
Yeah, and then
Anders just got he got a top position, and he got a good position, and then man, maybe they should. That was a rematch at light heavy as well.
Yeah,
man. Nah, Darren Stewart just needs to come back.
Regardless,
fought good, man. Fought well.
And you know, Eric Anders, like before, he wanted to bang at middleweight, but he didn't want to bang with Darren Stewart this way. He was thinking, "Fuck this! Let me just grab on and hold on for dear life." I know I wasn't the only one that saw that. And then next was the prelims. Oh my gosh, this was a tear up. It was Drew Dober versus Brad Riddell, who's a teammate of Israel Adesanya. They both train out of the City Kickboxing Gym.
This fight was sick.
Listen,
because you know what it was, yeah.
You know, I need to take this off for now, yeah, because they need to see that. Listen,
Brad Riddell is cold, and so is Drew Dober.
Doberman.
So Drew Dober's a dog. He comes in here and he plants his feet like Michael Chandler, and then just starts banging, bro. Like, we call him Doberman, the dog, innit? Drew Dober, the dog. His new name's Doberman.
Yeah, what is this?
Bro, he was going in. He was going in, man. Like the way Drew Dober fights, he does not. There's no ground game.
Fight of the night. Come on.
Trust me. There's no ground game. There's no like silly played around. It's just he goes in and he comes for your chin, bro. And that's what makes it lit, because it's what made the fight lit. Drew Dober's bare tough and just wedge. He's a solid don, yeah. And then Brad Riddell, literally, like, he gets rocked in the first round. We're all thinking, where's your striking from New Zealand? And you're meant to be Adesanya's guy. Like, what's going on? You're training the same. Striking guy. Then the striker came out. I can't lie. He got rocked. He composed himself. He was countering Drew Dober all over the place. Like by the second half listen, he got rocked, and then by the second half of the second round, he just looked like he was just so much better than Drew Dober. But it was still scary because Drew Dober he's just a savage. He keeps coming for you. But yeah, Brad Riddell, he was just kind of out striking him, counting him when he was coming in. But every now and again, Drew Dober would get a nice hit and kind of like it would look a bit shaky. But then Drew Dober started getting wobbled a bit. I remember he got jabbed, didn't it?
Yeah.
He got a solid jab in. He got and then that final round, Brad Riddell went in. Like he showed his heart. They were both trying to go for broke, but I think Brad Riddell he ended up in a good position as well at the end of the fight. Top position. It was just pounding him out. Yeah, it was Brad Riddell. You could tell he was fighting. There was something to prove in that fight, because he was kind of in range a bit too much, just getting like He didn't respect Dober's striking skills. But
that was my thing at the start. I was thinking like Brad Riddell, he's Izzy's guy, so I want to see. I'm not saying you have to fight like Izzy.
Yeah, but we want to see high level striking.
I'm not saying you need to fight like.
You don't see Bobby striking.
Yeah, I'm not saying you have to fight like Israel Adesanya, but I was saying because we were live streaming and I'm like, mate,
we don't want to see you Justin Gaethje.
I don't want to see Justin Gaethje. That I don't want to see you just standing in the fire with Drew Dober in the first round because you're gonna get dropped. I'm like, I feel like he just looks like a guy that like Brad Riddell likes a terror. There's nothing wrong with that.
He also looks quite small.
Like he can make featherweight. 100% he can make featherweight. But regardless of that,
he's sick.
This weight cutting stupid anyway, so just forget about that. He gets dropped in the first rounds, and I was thinking, oh no, crap. But then he rallies back, and he starts going ham. He starts putting a proper clinical striking performance, leg kicks, body kicks, head kicks, slipping his punches with ease, landing the better combinations, walking the bigger man down as well. So all credit to Brad Riddell, man. I thought that fight was just, it was fight of the night for me as well.
100% fight of the night.
100%. But yeah, let's move on to the main card.
Drew Dober as well, though.
Yeah, Drew Dober.
Listen, I'm watching his next fight 100%.
Drew Dober. Like,
I know what this is. Drew Dober's fighting. I know I'm going to see something fun.
Yeah.
Something crazy is going to happen. Period.
Yeah, so next we had Paul Craig. Paul Craig versus Jamal Hill. And we saw, this one was disgusting, man. We just saw Jamal Hill. You know, he stand up. We all know Jamal. He had a good, boxing. Good striking. But I think this was kind of a rookie error on his part. You know, they went to the ground. Paul Craig pulled guard, which I thought was quite a veteran tactic. You don't see people pulling guard really in MMA.
No, but go on, sorry.
And then obviously we went for the overhook, and then he went for almost like an arm lock over the top. And he went to pop out the elbow or shoulder of Jamal Hill. And Jamal Hill, he just about escaped the first time. And then went into the exact same thing twice.
That's what I'm saying. Even, see that when people fight Damian Maia, they know don't go in there.
Yeah.
It's like Jamal Hill, did he not know what Paul Craig was trying to do when he pulled guard? I thought he would have swung straight away.
I feel like he don't train ground. That's what it looked like.
Yeah. I was thinking, is Jamal Hill a guy that's got good striking and decent ground as well, or is he just a guy that's too gassed on his striking? Yeah, I mean, so maybe he'll learn from that. But yeah, that arm.
Bro, you're gonna learn, bro, with that broken arm.
He just saw that.
His arm's doing this.
he was getting elbowed as well. Oh no! Listen, that was savage, man. But yeah, that was a good performance by Paul Craig. To be honest, like he knew exactly what to do. Veteran tactics. Do you know what I mean? But Jamal Hill, you should learn from this. Do you know what I mean? I think Paul Craig did tell him he was tough though, because he was not really. He was kind of trying to fight with one arm. It's a bit crazy, but yeah, man, is the ref stopped that quickly? Oh yeah, Damian Maia vs Belal Muhammad. Listen, Damian Maia nearly won that, man. That was a close fight. I don't care. Belal just about do you know what I mean? And he thinks he can beat Leon. Oh, come on, man.
You know what it is, yeah?
I don't know, people need to put respect to Leon Edwards' name.
All respect to Belal Muhammad and anyone that fights in the UFC. But Belal Muhammad, you fought the worst, most beaten up, knocked out a few times now, stopped a few times, brutally battered. 44-year-old Damian Maia.
I need to check that.
And he kind of took you life and death. Regardless of how Damian Maia is, he took Belal Muhammad life or death in that fight, man. So stylistically, I don't think Belal Muhammad can touch none of these guys at the top of the welterweight division. He's very tough though. I'm not saying he would get finished.
He's 43, Damian Maia.
So 43. So I don't think he'd get finished. But Belal, you ain't ready for Leon Edwards. You will get KO'd, mate. Destroyed.
Listen, I don't know. At points, I know Damian Maia is tricky, but look, Damian Maia was landing overhands on Belal. He was looking a bit flustered at points. I'm thinking, do you know what I mean? Obviously, Damian Maia is nasty. He's a nasty opponent for anyone, but still, yeah, man. But it is what it is. It was a close three round decision. You know what I mean? By Belal. Good performance, I suppose. He just done what he needed to do. Stayed out of the dangerous positions. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, good, credit to Belal for that though.
And next, it was Leon Edwards. So like now, like this is where like the Devin Haney and the Leon Edwards situation is becoming the same thing. You got these two top world class, young in their perspective sports. 29 is not really old. It's like kind of entering your prime stage in UFC. So you know, Leon Edwards is still a young guy. He's like one of the youngest guys in the top 5, top 10. Everyone else is like 31, like 33 and all that. So Usman's like 33, 34. So like you got these young up and coming guys, they put on these absolutely clinical performances and get buzzed or rocked once. And it's like for some reason the only thing the fans talk about is that one occasion. If they get finished, I think that should be something they talk about. But if they survive, it's like, or if they just finish their fight like normal. Like what's really happened? It's only, if anything, it's just shown they have a chin.
Listen. There's one way, yeah. This is the Mickey Bay, yeah. You bang out, what's his name, for 12 rounds.
Yo, Mickey Bay.
Mickey Bay outboxed him done for that 10 rounds.
Porky Medina.
No, it wasn't.
Was it not Medina?
It was the guy that called for the left hook.
Molina, that's Molina. It. Yeah. John Molina.
John Molina, bro. He was banging out John Molina for 10 rounds. Then in round 12, Mayweather Senior, I remember this clear as day. All he said is, don't fight him, don't scrap him, just box. The guy starts trying to war him. Like he boxes for 2 seconds, he starts trying to have a war, gets KO'd. That's bummy. If that happens, you can cuss the guy, you can do you. If they get rocked and then they just get rocked after having a dominant performance, like so what? Like, you know, what are you talking about? I don't understand these fans. Like Leon Edwards, I can't lie, it was a ping. That was cold from day out.
It's ping of the week.
It's ping of the week, but like, are you gonna ignore the dominant performance, the trips? Do you know what I mean? The clinical and stepped up, angled the body kick. You see that body kick? The way he set that up, the angles, bro. He's cold. Listen, Leon Edwards got the best striking in that division clearly, and then some of these bums don't realize, like they don't know what they're watching. They just think they're watching fighting. Like, that's how stupid they are. So if you just see someone get rocked, you think it's better. It's just better than a clinical. You know what I mean? Technical. In every position, he was dominant in every position. Performance, like they just think, oh, what he got. It's just very like this is why a lot of these fans are just, if they ever thought they'll be trash fighters as well.
Yeah, it's true. They don't have that fight IQ, so like the way they perceive things is not the correct way. Regardless of that, this is what I want to talk about. I'm gonna go more into it when I rant at the end. But like this whole narrative of, oh, Diaz shouldn't have pointed and taunted. Oh, why is he taunting? Listen, you guys ain't even Diaz fans. That's what he does when he hurts you. It's part of the crowd factor. So, a world-class fighter like a world-class fighter like Leon Edwards, he can probably stay quite composed. But if I point at you, even the bummiest guy who's never watched any fight, he's hurt him. So the whole crowd goes mad and realizes this. It's all part of the antics. You don't what's not to understand about that? Him pointing for 5 seconds and then trying to finish the fight.
Not gonna change nothing.
It doesn't change anything.
What's he gonna do? Just like if he didn't point, he's just gonna KO.
The
first punch.
He would have had one more fight. Nate Diaz. This was what was the craziest thing about that last little exchange. Nate Diaz, who's known for his speed, like when he's going to finish, speed and accuracy and volume, wasn't landing anything.
He landed him. If he had 30 more seconds, he would have been killed. Well, he missed all the punches. He missed every punch in that phase.
No.
He landed like 2 bangs.
Forget, he couldn't.
Some like half bangs.
Nate Diaz couldn't land on a rocked Leon Ed. That's scary. That shows how good your defense is.
Surviving, slipping bangs and just clinching him.
While rocked.
And looking at the time and he's not getting...
If I pulled up Gaethje rocked right now, getting TKO'd, like these so-called...
That was a bad... Listen, that 1-2 was clean. Must have Stockton slap. Bing. It was just full. He just turned into the right or left hand, whatever.
Ping a week crazy. But you know...
Straight. He just turned his whole body into it completely. That would have rocked anyone.
It is what it is. And then one more point I had also is like, doesn't Nate Diaz... he kind of takes a lot of these fighters life or death.
Yeah.
Masvidal, whatever you want to say, oh, Masvidal was body shot in there, dropping into. Nah, he was kind of relieved that fight got ended with cuts, mate. Because he was looking tired.
He was tired. Listen, Leonardo was not load up like these guys. That's the difference. You don't just wing in the hardest bang you can ever and then just like get hit up. That was still a scrap. If anything, that 5-round fight showed why the Masvidal and Diaz fight should have went on, or like should have been given a chance to go on, because we know what Nate Diaz can do later on, especially when you're tired. And like Nate Diaz, his mental never breaks. That's the thing about him. So if you turn off like Leon did with him, he might just ping you. Like, you got to be very careful with him. He's a very good fighter.
100%.
Yeah, man. People are just, I don't know, they never want to give some of these fighters credit. But yeah, it is what it is, man.
Regardless. All right, let's move on. So the Brandon Moreno versus Figueiredo. You know, this fight was really good. I just liked it. You know, Brandon Moreno, he came in there, was screaming like a madman. Because, you know, you see him in the interviews, he's so smiley, so happy. So to see him just put his fighting face on, just go ham. I mean, belt to belt, like, as soon as the belt started, he was on Figueiredo, on him. Punches, volume, taking him down, trying to take his back. And to win a 3rd round submission over Figueiredo, there's no, oh, he was old, or, oh, he had an injury. He was meant to be sick last fight. So there's no excuses. Brandon Moreno was just a better man. And you can see by the body language. Figueiredo at the end of the fight, he rated him. He picked him up.
He respected it. Like, basically, with Moreno, I think he just goes so ham where the people are just like, raw. Like, he just like overwhelms people. He's going to be another guy that's going to overwhelm people. Because like, the pressure he was putting on Figueiredo. Like, Figueiredo was...
You said Figueiredo twice.
Huh?
You said Figueiredo twice. You meant Moreno.
Oh yeah, the pressure. So I think Moreno was a guy that would just put pressure on you. And the way Figueiredo, like the way he was responding to it, he was responding well as well. But it was like every time the next wave of onslaught for Moreno, Figueiredo was just a bit more like Jesus. And then he got his back, and then do you know what I mean? And he even gave Moreno a bit of a, you know what I mean? He Moreno ate some shots in that fight. Like, he's just tough. He beasted through it, and you know he was going to go ham like that for another 3 rounds. He got ended in what? Round 3.
3 rounds.
He was ready to go another 2 rounds. Exactly that. So when he was on Figueiredo's back, Figueiredo must have been like, you know what? This is long. It's one of them ones. He broke him. But yeah, man, credit to Brandon Moreno. He's such a nice guy as well. Like, you could tell it meant so much to him in that post fight press conference, post fight interview. Yeah, man, sick fight.
And the first Mexican-born champion as well.
Yeah,
so
first Mexican-born champion where he had to.
So next we had Israel Adesanya. Like, personally, Israel Adesanya, Marvin Vettori, he came in improved. I thought, you know, he showed some good stuff. Like, he'd improved his defense slightly. He wasn't getting pieced up as much as the last fight, but he's still getting tagged. But it was the same thing. It's like he just doesn't have the extra to cause, not even beat Izzy, just to cause Izzy any problems. You know, he was taking Izzy down, not putting any ground and pound in. Izzy would shortly just get back up relatively easily, you know. And he was just, he just kind of just pieced him up for 5 rounds. There was nothing really Vettori didn't really show like he had anything. Yeah. Which was quite sad, to be honest.
Yeah, Vettori just kind of a bit outclassed. Like, even in his strong positions where he's meant to have the wrestling, Israel Adesanya either got up or just reversed the position, and he just made the takedowns pointless. And like, the judges, maybe back in the day they were a bit bummy, they might try and give people rounds, but like, now it's just like, everyone knows, taking someone down and doing absolutely nothing, and they stand up and then they outstrike you, even if it was just leg kicks, just clear strikes, a few punches here and there. I know what Adesanya meant though. He said he wanted to punch him in the face more, but it's one of them ones where he didn't really need to take any risks. There was no reason to try to get into a war. He was comfortably outstriking him. Vettori was just trying to load something, like jump in and load up and protect himself from getting KO'd by a head kick, really.
Yeah.
Like, actually, that was his game plan, was to could go in there and just touch him and grab his leg and say he won.
Yeah.
That was his game plan. I mean,
Just-
just that delusion. He's like, as long as I'm in here, I'm winning.
Yeah.
But apparently he was arguing with his own corner. And they were saying,
See that stuff there, man. It's like that's when you have to grow personally, man. You ain't got time.
There's a thing where fighters, I understand they need to be confident and think they're always doing good and like always be in the fight, but you can't just be that delusional to where you just think you're winning when you're just not. But yeah, man. But yeah, that was it. 5-round decision from Adesanya. Clinical performance, really. And yeah. Guess we can move on now to some of the boxing news. Yeah, well, this is kind of boxing or MMA boxing news, but actually no. Let's get into to the ping of the week for this week actually.
Oh yeah, so
I think it was clear.
As we say on this podcast a lot, when we say ping of the week, it doesn't always have to be knockouts.
Yep.
We award ping of the week for clean connected punches. So what we're gonna do right now, we're just gonna bring up ping of the week for you all to see.
It's history that you brought up.
Slow mo. So I like this angle, innit?
Yeah.
This is a better angle. Right, so what we're bringing up now.
So guys, today's ping of the week is none other than your boy Nate Diaz.
All right, I need the effect. Which one is it? This week. Ping of the week. This week's ping of the week is Nate Diaz. Let's get it. Diaz Army. Ping! Hey.
The boy, look at him. G.
Ping! Ooh. And what a chin on Edwards. Look at that. Takes it, recovers.
Yeah, he was rocked.
Damn, that's some fast recovery. But yeah.
What a shot.
Yeah, that was some nice recovery from Leon Edwards, apart from the ping.
100%, that was probably the best punch of the night, even if it wasn't no crazy KO. Because that shot was clean, right in the jaw, fam. That's what you call a ping. Wobbled him.
Yeah, that was nice.
But yeah. Now we can get onto the some boxing news. So Jake Paul vs Tyron Woodley has been announced for August 28th. What are you saying?
Tyron Woodley, come on for my birthday, yeah, just bang out Jake Paul.
Oh my days, that's your birthday. I just realised. Yep.
I'm gonna be so pissed if you don't bang it. I ain't gonna be pissed. I'll be like, rah, come on, Jake, but you actually went ham, fam. But
so Jake Paul could rock you,
to be honest, no.
He's just bare big, but I don't know. Like,
he's not bare big, man. He's
I
not.
feel like that's what he's doing. He picks small people, but this time he's not big compared to Woodley. That's what
No, but that's what I'm saying. Woodley, the fight is Don's bigger than him.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And Woodley, I haven't really seen him. Oh my god, I've seen him rock though. It was funny, but that's in little 4 ounces. You get it. You can take some shots from Nate. You know what I mean? And even in that fight where he banged out that absolute, but like the training thing was doing, man, it was just terrible. I don't think he was even training properly. What's his name? Askren. Like, it was just a bit ridiculous.
Askren's he just ain't got boxing ability, man.
He's just trash.
He said himself. He's like, listen, if Jake Paul's actually a decent boxer, I can't win.
I can't win, yeah. So maybe Jake Paul's got a bit of a jab 1-2 here and kind of heavy-handed, cool. But now he's fighting someone that'll actually take his bang and go, okay, and then try to bang him back. Do you know what I mean? Try to rough him up. Even in that fight, Jake Paul, like, we haven't even seen if he's got defense or not. Who's Jake Paul actually fought?
No one.
Let's just be real. If Jake Paul's defense is a bit dead, he's going to get weighed in. If it's decent, he might be able to. That's what it's going to come to now. Like, okay, everyone can just go punch someone in the face. Can you like avoid punches and actually be technically sound? So this should be an interesting fight to see if Jake Paul actually got a bit of techers or he's just been punching up smaller people than him the whole time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, Tyron Woodley, and he has been doing a bit of boxing for his whole career, like in Wild Card Gym, that's Freddie Roach and them lot. And to be honest, I think it did help him in his career because he sees a lot of shots coming. He doesn't just get hit. Like when Woodley loses, he kind of just gets wrestled and pounded out, like, and kind of outworked. But he don't really take big shots.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So in boxing, we'll see how he holds up, see his stamina and stuff. Even Jake Paul, how many rounds has he gone? Is he going to start looking like Logan does after 2 rounds? Logan Paul after 4 rounds.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting fight, but honestly, I think Tyron could KO him.
I think a lot of people are counting out. I'm not really saying it's nothing about Jake's ability. It's more just I think people have watched the last few Tyron Woodley fights and also are counting his age.
Yeah.
But he said something very, very alarming to me in an interview. He said, "I always wanted to box. It was just that I was 23 and I was just like, MMA was just there and everyone else was doing it and I could hit hard already." And that's when I went, oh, that makes perfect sense.
Probably has a more of even maybe a boxing brain, but he's already, like, the thing about boxing, you kind of have to been doing it from young to even have a shot. Like some guys have just been boxing their whole life. So you're kind of coming from you're coming from like, what's the word I'm trying to think of? It's very hard to like, you're already starting behind to pick up all that experience.
Yeah. At
23 to start boxing, but yeah, to be honest, to box just one random bum after you've been boxing quite a bit for MMA and stuff, it's probably perfect.
And he went bloody 10 rounds with Wonderboy and didn't really get touched.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. Someone long. Forget about big.
Yeah.
He's long and fast.
Fast, right? Yeah.
He's faster than Jake Paul, 100%. So it's like, and can kick. I think people are underestimating Woodley a bit. There's no elbows. He only has to look out for punches.
Well, he might be able to just rough Jake Paul up, literally.
That's the thing. Rough him up, get him tired, and land one punch. That's all he has to do. It's not necessarily a hard job. And it's like, even if Jake Paul's had the best training camp of his life, he's gonna realize, okay, I've lost this fight, but it's only because I didn't have the correct fights.
Yeah.
I fought Deji, who's a bum. I fought Anderson Gibb.
Deji just quit.
Anderson Gibb.
YouTube boxing. We don't even talk about that because
Deji and Deji got beaten up again by a TikTok.
Well, he got banged by a TikToker, bro.
Just
because he gassed out.
Complete rubbish. Ben Askren, he's just not a boxer, so anyone can hit him. It's just a heavy bag.
Yeah, Gibb was just small. It's tough.
Who's that random basketball player? Same thing. He's not a fighter.
That guy was worse than bloody Jake.
Turning his head so you get hit on the back of the head.
That was just sad, man. They shouldn't have put him in that fight.
Yeah, it's horrible, man. So it's like, I think Jake Paul, it's nothing to do with Woodley in this fight. I just think the fights he's had leading up to Woodley are just not good enough.
Yeah, he didn't fought no scrap.
So it's like, I just see him getting taken into deep waters. If he doesn't finish it quick,
yeah, he's done.
There's nothing.
He goes around in 4 rounds. Jake Paul's not winning. Just period. Like, I don't think he has any dog, honestly. But yeah, man. I suppose we can move on from that.
Yeah.
Teofimo Lopez vs George Kambosos actually coming up this weekend, the 19th of June. You know what? The nearer this fight gets, at the start I said, who is this Kambosos guy? And why are they pretending to be from Triller to sell a fight that no one cares about? Now, Kambosos has been sparring Pacquiao from that time ago in the Wildcard Gym. A lot of man, like even Sean Porter was on that sparring Pacquiao. He's a beast. It's Pacquiao. You know what I mean? You get that sparring in Pacquiao, that's some good experience. Kambosos got some fast hat, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, Kambosos ain't no bum, you know. I'm saying he looks decent.
What I'm saying, if he's halfway decent, a small ass who's that small little guy? Lomachenko. He was putting it on a tired Teo, so Teo better not get tired if this boy got volume.
Yeah, no, he's a decent little fighter. Like.
Let's have a look at him.
Honestly, on the pads as well. He's got some fast hands.
Where's he from?
He's Australian.
Oof.
Yeah, man. But we'll just have to see, because I think with the thing with Teofimo Lopez, he does have that explosive power, and guys do shy away. But then again, if you've been sparring Pacquiao, you might be used to that.
The
them
jarring.
bursts.
Yeah.
But and he's like bigger. He's not Lomachenko, innit? He's not some little guy. So, yeah, man, it should be a good fight. Like, we know Teofimo. I know he can give it, but can he take it? Like, it's like I ain't really seen him in no. Every time he's in a guy that kind of takes his bangs and gives it to him, he just looks like he's in some hard fight off the bat. Like even the two Japanese done, and people try to stick it on him, they do well. Literally, all you have to do is try to stick it on him, but it's a bit scary because like maybe he's so naturally gifted with the pop that he hasn't even had to. He can just keep guys off so easily that sometimes, you know what I mean? The defense, he doesn't have to even be used sometimes. So yeah, no, literally, I think this should be actually a good scrap now. Like, I'm more motivated to see it. Cambosis, I'm not sleeping on him no more. I want to see the fight, man. Like, looking forward to it this weekend. Should be doing a live reaction. Yeah, we saying.
Yeah, he looks good, man.
Yeah, he don't look. He's not some.
It doesn't really look bummy. We'll see if he can take a punch on fight night.
Yeah.
It's the one thing, man. At this top level, if you can't really take if you can't take it, it's a bit.
Yeah, if you ain't got the power,
it's a bit long.
If you can't take the power of these top level guys, it's a bit hard sometimes. If your defense isn't A1 or you can't take the power. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm excited to see that one.
Yeah, boy. It's about if you had to predict it.
I would still go with Teo.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, it's funny. Same with boxing. It's like people always want to bring these random people out. Like, as good as this guy may be, I ain't never heard of him ever. Like, so if I'm talking from a boxing casual point, it's like, if this guy was all that good, wouldn't he be somewhere near the world title already? Is he like a top guy? Or was he just a guy on his way to the top? So it's like...
We'll see, but I suppose we'll see, innit?
Yeah.
You can say that about anyone. Some of these guys come out of nowhere and becomes an undefeated champion.
Yeah, but there's still some, like, even like, you know, I don't know, an Errol Spence. You heard about him years ago. Before he even became... Like, all these guys, you hear about them years ago before they come up. So it's like, if I'm not...
But some greats, like Bernard Hopkins kind of came out of nowhere. He started boxing late.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Innit?
It's true, but
I don't know.
Is this guy Bernard Hopkins?
Is this guy one of the guys? Listen, he might make a name for himself, like KO.
I hope he does. Listen, I'm hoping for a great fight, but that's one thing I was thinking. Like, oh, I ain't really heard of you. I ain't heard nothing. This is the first time I'm hearing your name. You're a professional boxer, but I also think that's on part of the promotion team. I think like if you're a professional boxer, you've got quite a lot of fights on your back. I should just, as a boxing casual, I should know somewhat of you.
No, I think, the thing with boxing is a very saturated sport now as well.
Yeah.
There's so many random boxers. Now it's literally just about marketing yourself.
Yeah.
Right, in boxing. But yeah, can move on to some interesting news, boy. So I remember after Haney's fight, Ryan Garcia pops out of nowhere after pulling out of fights due to mental health
He's a batty man.
Due to mental health issues, and he's saying if that was me, I would have KO'd you. And then but this is what I was saying before, like Ryan Garcia, you're pulling out of fights, and I was like, bro, if he comes out and has to say something, he's gonna get roasted. And then Haney just said, fam, you don't even turn up to fights. He just said you're a coward, like, you know, that's all you have to say.
That's true.
You know what I mean, now Ryan Garcia's on the, like, you know what I'm saying. So he called Ryan Garcia a coward on Twitter because when Ryan Garcia had mental health issues, then Haney took the high road and just said, well, it's not like they hate each other or anything. He just said, God bless him. Then he gets rocked when he actually has a fight, and then he's talking rubbish while not fighting. It's just like, oh my, come on, mate. Like, I don't know what Ryan Garcia is playing at, but yeah.
Maybe it's his mental health
I
issues.
don't know, it is his mental health. Or it's like, does he doubt himself and just has to talk on the sidelines? But yeah, he needs to. Now everyone's gonna be watching if anything happens in his fight. Like he even got dropped. He even got dropped by a guy that.
By feather-fisted Luke Campbell. This guy is feather-fisted, and he had you on your proper on your arse.
Yeah, he sat you down, bro. That wasn't no rock. He sat you in your like.
And to me, it's not even him getting dropped. It's just how he got dropped.
How he's just bummy, bro. Like,
it's low level. Like you got the speed. It's like you had all the skills and still gets dropped like that.
Darren Haney would never get dropped. But yeah, man. So now Ryan Garcia is saying he's gonna come back with inventions, blah blah blah.
I hope he does.
You know what? The thing about this, I was still content, but I still watch every one of his fights because he's got such a sick fighting style. He just throws hands. It's just jokes. He's sick. Like, but when he swings bangs, it just looks epic. But it's slightly, he's got some defensive issues, but you know what? He's an exciting fighter. He's fast and he's technical. He's a good fighter, man. But I think he just needs to stop the waffling a bit. But yeah, that's it really. I did want to actually talk about Fury Wilder. You know, Fury's dad was telling him to not fight Wilder. You know.
Oh, why?
That's dodgy. I don't know. Like, he was saying, give up the belt and just move around. Listen, his own dad is saying that. There's some dodgy stuff going on here.
Why?
Wilder's coming back. I don't know. Wilder's coming back on a vengeance. Talking about all the glove conspiracies. He's saying this. Listen, this fight is going to be epic. Like, Wilder's coming on the hype. Wilder's saying, listen.
Oh, that's not good,
You
man.
can't do that again. It was this, it was that. Say what you want about Wilder. He wants to scrap because people don't get what was happening. Like, they were all trying to waffle and say the fight wasn't happening while Wilder was in court trying to get the fight. So at the end of the day, he wants to fight. Call him delusional, cool. But he really believes in himself that it's going to be a different one this time round. And for some reasons, like, Tyson knew this was going on, but he was still just trying to fight AJ. So, and now his dad's saying he don't fight him. I don't know, man. But yeah, man, it should be an epic fight. The next one. Can Tyson free bang him like that again? For some reason, I don't think it will be like that again. I think it's gonna be harder, but we'll see.
Man, that's very telling, man. When the guy is that confident, and that don't seem like fake confidence, man.
Yeah.
It seems like you know something. And also the dad saying don't do it again. I think he just realised that, son, you're putting your health at risk.
Yeah, the thing about Wilder though, he might just want to fight him because he's like, at the end of the day, I can clean you. If I get one bang, you're done.
Yeah,
That's the thing about Wilder. He's got that power, isn't it?
it's true,
But
man.
yeah, we'll see, man. Should be a good scrap.
But yeah, next on with the MMA news.
No,
with this one.
start with me.
Oh my gosh.
Quick.
Oh my god.
Quick.
Juice head Pacquiao.
Not with that, yeah.
Oh, Tank.
Tank. I'm lying. Quick with Tank though. We get this back here in a bit. Do you think he'll his power's gonna carry up to 140 when he fights Barrios? I'm just gonna ask you that quick. Or do you think it's not gonna be the same? Because I think he's gonna carry up. I think he's gonna be knocking man out the same way, like he tucked in Pedraza.
140.
Because his last fight was 130.
Yeah, no, it carries up because the thing people want to say power, but he just punches with good technique. Yeah. It's not just power. He's not just smacking people.
He bangs through you.
He punches good technique. He punches with good technique, and it's just sharp.
And sharp and explosive, isn't it?
Very explosive. So he's so compact. That's why they call him the Tank, innit? All that power comes from a compact frame, and he just bangs you. So I think, the way he put out Santa Cruz, that's power that travels up. You can't. That power ain't going anywhere. That power's going up definitely. Up to if it was like if you said 147, maybe. Nah, 147 no.
Now he's gonna have to box like Floyd, but he'll have to do Floyd joint.
Not 147.
Yeah, 140. I think he can bang at 140, man. Like, he hits hard at the tail end of us. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, he'll carry up to 140. Maybe how much? And Barrios is a tough guy though at 140, very tall. So this should be a good test. But yeah, that fight is actually quite soon as well. I think next month. But yeah, man. Now we can get onto the interesting news. Last bit of boxing news here. Apparently, Pacquiao's team are refusing Vada testing, according to Victor Conte. And this Victor Conte guy is he's on point with his PEDs and all this stuff. So yeah, Victor Conte's coming out saying Pacquiao's team is iffy with the Vada, or they don't want to do the Vada testing for the Spence fight. Boy, what was Mayweather trying to tell us this from day one?
100 years. To me, I don't see how a man comes up so many weight classes. But regardless, I can't because you haven't. I'll give you the benefit of doubt because you haven't been, outed in public. Like fully.
Like Vettori.
Like, who's a known juice head? Like Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong.
Someone, you know, a big star that's been out here for using PEDs. Yeah. But with that one, I also think, you know, Spence is probably thinking, listen, he's a 40-year-old man.
I'll fight him with drugs.
I'll fight him with drugs.
Spence is the type of guy to say that. But
let this 40-year-old man juice himself up, because the juice can't, like, you give him the stamina, but he can't give you skills. So it's like, let the old man juice, I would say. I still think Spence is going to brutalise him.
Yeah, I think Spence, I was listening to an interview, Spence has gone back to his strength and conditioning coach. That what's his name? Blue Chip or something?
Blue Jay.
One of them strength and conditioning coaches, and I think it was the guy he was working with for the Algeria fight, and Spence looked very good in that fight as well. So yeah, man, I think Spence is coming to do a job, and it's crazy, man. Hopefully Pacquiao does just you know do the Vada testing, but it's crazy. I think we've given him a lot of excuses with these tests over the years. For some reason, people got angry at Mayweather because he said, "Why would a guy do tests like what's?" You know what I mean, it was weird. It's just if you got nothing to hide, do the testing. But yeah, man. I guess we'll just have to see how this all plays out. But yeah, guys, man, leave some comments. What do you think about this Vada testing? Is Pacquiao juicing? Has he been juicing? Is it? Yeah, you never know, I suppose. But yeah, that's just some breaking news with that. Pacquiao doesn't seem like he wants to do Vada testing for the Spence fight.
That's very fishy, man.
Yeah, what can you say?
I think Pac-Man is Pacroid, isn't it? That's what I think.
Pac-Man.
Well, let him juice. Let him juice, man. We need to do it in it. The effect. You're on the juice. Pac-Man, you're on the juice.
Listen, Pacquiao, I don't mind if he's on the juice.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really care.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
He deserves it, man. Like, was he like 40 something?
4 guys on the juice, I'll allow Pacquiao.
Let Pacquiao juice up, man. He's old.
He's old, yeah. All right, we can jump onto the
MMA. So this one annoys me. So this is gonna come in. All these topics are coming into my rant at the end. So basically,
should we leave that so we can just fling into the rant and then go to?
Yeah. Let me leave that.
First.
Yeah. So
Adesanya.
Next fight coming up, we got Adesanya versus Whittaker 2. I'm really, really looking forward to this matchup. I think it's going to be one of Izzy's hardest fights.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Whittaker's just that guy, innit? Like, he just looks better.
And we're not flopping. Like, that's what I'm saying. We're not dumb MMA bums that, he KO'd him once, he's going to KO him in 5 seconds. That's not fighting, bro. Like, sometimes people catch you, and Whittaker looked a bit, I don't know, he just looked a bit jittery coming in that fight.
Yeah.
He didn't like Adesanya, all the hype he was getting to him. He's just a bit...
And also, he was just running in, swinging overhands.
Like he was trying to... He was just trying to act like Izzy's not a very good fighter or something. Like, he was just hating on him and then got KO'd for being an idiot. Now he's just... Obviously, he has respect for the skills, and he's like, okay, I understand this is serious. And now he's going to come with a good game plan, like, to actually try and win the fight. Do you know what I mean? Like, with Gastelum, you can tell he went in that fight like, nah. I'm Whittaker still, do you know what I mean? I've got to show people.
Bro,
He's
a problem, man.
He's a problem, Whittaker. Great fighter.
So
he was a champion for time, man. Don't underestimate him.
Like, he had back-to-back fights with he fought Romero with a broken knee. Poor. You need to get out of it. This is going to be a serious fight, and I wouldn't even be surprised if he won. I wouldn't be surprised, because this is someone that's made the Australian Olympic wrestling team. People don't even know this stuff.
Yeah. And
it's like, where Izzy's been getting taken down, if Vettori can get Adesanya down, Whittaker can definitely, and he's got the IQ to also keep him down.
Yeah, or do something with it. Like, he's not going to take him. Well, maybe he'll take him down.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe Adesanya will get straight back up, or maybe he'll do something with it. Like, he's got better fight IQ than Vettori.
Yeah, much better.
Maybe he'll feint takedowns, make him worry about it, and then do something from that. Vettori just grabs your legs and looks at you.
But we look at it historically. Like, you can look at the past fights. Vettori don't do nothing. He just takes you down. Yeah. If you can't get like an easy rear naked choke where you've just gassed out, he isn't really the most offensive guy. So So next, also want to talk about, I do want to talk about Colby, just a little bit here. In terms of Colby, stylistically, the way he matches up in the second Usman fight, because you know Dana's been saying Kobe is going to get the fight, but I just think stylistically the way the last fight went, what can he actually bring to the fight? The wrestling gets cancelled out, so if it's just a stand-up war again,
he's gonna beat up, man.
He's gonna get beat up again.
He's gonna get beat up worse. Listen,
it's gonna be worse.
Let's just be real. Usman's hands was dead.
Yeah,
he had dead hands when he fought Kobe, and he had dead hands when he fought
Burns.
No, he had good hands. But his hands improved.
Or Woodley.
Woodley and
Leon Edwards.
No. There's recent. What's his name? Masvidal.
Oh yeah.
So that's why the first fight everyone was getting excited. I realized he improved his jab for Masvidal. I was thinking that's all you need. Masvidal is like he's a slightly overrated journeyman. Like this is like okay, not a journeyman, but like he's had a lot of fights and a lot of losses. But
stylistically,
Masvidal's got decent striking, but all that crazy flying in a good solid jab will stop all of that. That's what Usman realized, and his team. There's a very good coaching by him. They gave him a solid jab and some decent stand up, better distance management, and just decent stand up. So from there, that's why me and Aaron we predicted that Masvidal was going to get KO'd by Usman. After the Burns fight, we could see that the hands improved, the striking improved. In the first fight, he didn't even have that striking. The first fight of Kobe, he didn't have that striking. So now he's improved his striking, and Kobe doesn't hit hard. All Kobe does is try to overwhelm you and tire you out and wrestle you. The wrestling gets cancelled out. Kobe can't break. He can't punch his weight out of a paper bag. Kobe, he just can't punch. Let's just be real. Like I think he pushes with his punches like Vettori a bit. Like these like don't have to snap and stuff. It's like they don't do actual boxing or something, or they don't have them type of muscle. I don't know, but it's just they don't punch like that where it hurts. So yeah, they can overwhelm you. Maybe put a bit of beating on you, give you some grazes and bruises, but it's not gonna rock you and KO you. So right now, he's just gonna go in there try overwhelm Usman again, and I think he's gonna get KO'd worse. Like he didn't get did he get KO'd before?
Yeah, he got stopped in the last round. And got grounded, but like it was just like he wasn't like, out, but he just got dropped like twice in one round. There, he's just boom straight right down, got his jaw broken.
He got stopped and he's waffling.
This is what I mean. He got his jaw broken.
So why are people saying give him a touch?
Maybe he's the only way I see he's improved his hands like Usman has.
He ain't improved no hands. What is he gonna?
What
is he gonna do? Double jab and slip him? He's not.
We
He's gonna run it. He's gonna run it. Yeah.
We haven't seen though. Imagine he comes out TV.
He comes in boxing. I'll laugh. I'll crack.
Imagine he
but
comes
I don't
in
think
TV.
he's gonna do that. Like, cause maybe he is actually. Maybe he's some mind fuck, and he's gonna come in there tricky.
I think
I can't imagine it because he doesn't even look like he has that in him. But yeah, and he hasn't shown it. It's not like he showed it anyway.
Yes, I'm saying, but that's also the thing that he hasn't shown it. So maybe it's like, he realized, the first fight, Usman might actually come in good with the hands. So if I come back with my good hands, I know I've got my wrestling. I know what he brings to it. So it's like...
Yeah, to win it, they both have to train striking because they know they're going to be striking in that fight. But it's like, who's got better striking coaches? And Usman's been boxing in Dallas with Errol Spence and that.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
It's like, come on, man.
But yeah, moving on, it's going to be the trilogy. The end. Is it going to be the end of the trilogy? When McGregor fights Poirier on July 10th. Poof. You know what? This is jokes. Now that you showed me, obviously, Conor McGregor saying that he wants to knock out Poirier in the first round.
Yeah.
He said he's going to stop him.
Yeah, McGregor's giving Poirier a warning. He said he's going to knock him out in the first round.
McGregor is one of them guys. He says he's going to stop someone in the first round. I believe it. He's getting the Irish left. He's going down.
McGregor's coming to the Irish left, boy.
If he hits him, it's game over. And I still think Poirier, like, as good as he looked in the last fight, he was still getting pinged a bit. He was still getting hit a lot. So it's like when it comes to the calf kick, and I know everyone wants to, the calf kick, it's such a beautiful technique. But I mean, it's not hard to stop the calf kick. So
yeah, it's minor for Conor. It's minor adjustments. Like, all Conor needs to do minor adjustments and go back to how he used to be. He's had better defense than that.
Yeah,
and he has to adjust with the calf. Other than that, it's like he could win a 5-round decision. Like, you know what I mean? He could win a stand-up technical striking fight. But he's saying he's going to come in to ping him. maybe he's just feeling sharper and feeling better MMA wise. We'll see.
So I mean, so
I'm looking forward to that. What is that? July 10th.
July 10th. So it's gonna be so. But now, it's time for the weekly rant. You know, I'm going first. I am sick of these MMA these, I call them MMA bums. You know, no, not MMA bums. Like the MMA fans in general, I don't understand them. They don't even make sense. Because I know they're dead serious. Like, I see after the weekend gone by, you know, Nate Diaz landed one punch in a 5-round fight. He had Leon Edwards wobbled. He wasn't anywhere. If you have someone wobbled, I understand that.
There's a possibility.
There's a possibility, but
it's not 100%.
But there, in that fight, he wasn't stopping Leon Edwards.
Listen, I was rooting for Leon Edwards, and even when that happened, I was like, nah, Leon Edwards, he's not getting killed. Like,
I was saying just don't go down because I know how the UFC are in it. They would love for him to go down, and they would stop it for a quick TKO.
Yeah. Oh, Nate's killed him if he just slipped.
But he recovered in 3 seconds. He was recovered. Yeah, he was moving back because he's like, I'm not engaged.
No, I wouldn't say fully recovered, but like he wasn't. It wasn't that bad anymore. It was like 4 seconds of crazy rockage. But then he kind of was just a bit.
But this is
lightheaded.
This is the thing.
They're going, oh, it's Tyrone.
But this is the
that
thing.
Rogan was biased, fam.
No, but he has to have it.
Rogan's bias is coming out.
The whole his job. Imagine being there live. I would be like that, but
no, he loves Diaz, innit? Like, imagine. Did you hear Rogan's talking there? And then Diaz slapped Leon Edwards' hands, and Leon Edwards gave him the middle fingers, and he's like, "Oh, Diaz just gave him the middle finger."
Yeah.
He's just saying Diaz done everything.
Yeah. But the thing.
Oh, Diaz, he's done a trick with it. Shut up, man.
But yeah, no, the people, they're missing the main point. He was not able to finish a rock Leon Edwards, and this is someone that's known for being like quite a good finisher, clinical, good accuracy, and volume, and he missed it borderline every single punch on a rock.
Leon Edwards was rocked and apparently out for the finish to get KO'd, and he landed 2 grazing punches, and Leon Edwards just clinched him and was just looking at the clock because it was like a minute 30 seconds. It was just like I was like, he's not getting KO'd because I know that if you've ever fought, if you're fighting that well for the whole time, to get rocked like that at the end, you're going to be like, oh, there's no way I'm letting this bum like take me.
Yeah,
he was just not going to go down. He could have ate 5 clean bangs. He would have just stood up and ate him and been like, no. Do you know what I mean? He's like, you can't let someone just get you right at the last second. Like, nah, man, he wasn't going to go down. And he was like 30 more seconds, and he would have been gone. Like, no, he wouldn't. What are you talking about? He would have just recovered. He probably would have taken him down or something.
Stupid MMA fans.
That's
stupid.
That's my rant as well. Like, I've got my part of the rant is like 70. I wouldn't say just MMA fans, but it's like in boxing you got the dumbass fans as well. But like, I'd say boxing is like 60% of them are bums. 60% of them don't know shit about boxing. They're just casuals and they just watch. They just say shit and it's just like, alright, never boxed a day in their life. In MMA, it's like 78%.
No,
it's like 78% are retarded. It's like even more. I'm thinking, what are you not talking about?
No,
just stuff I see. It's like they saw Leon Edwards get rocked by 1 punch. So they say, oh, Usman, because Usman KO'd Masvidal the last fight with a right hand. Now, if Usman and Leon Edwards fight, Usman's going to just knock him out with a right hand. Just 1 punch. They're like, oh, there's no way Leon Edwards can last with Usman. Then I say, like, because he got rocked, now there's no way he can beat Usman. So what are you talking What's that got to do with anything? Like,
how?
So if Usman gets rocked now, if Usman gets rocked by Colby, is he just going to lose now? Against his next sport. What are you not talking about?
No. Let's actually bring what they say, okay? They're saying because Nate Diaz rocked him, he wouldn't stand a chance against Kamaru Usman. All right, let's actually bring what they're saying. Let's bring it. All right. So, let's give an example. Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman. Usman rocks him the exact same way. All right. Usman's finishing ability. Against Colby, he just throws single shots. You're not gonna hit. We saw how defensive he was when he was rocked. So it's like how is he gonna get the finish?
People don't have minds. Look at the fight here, and look at Leon Edwards' fights, and look at his stand-up exchanges, and look at how much he gets hit. He doesn't get hit a lot. Period. That's what this is like when people don't watch boxing. It's like when you know how someone has good defense and stand up, like Leon Edwards, he just doesn't get into wars and just get hit for no reason. He got hit by Nate Diaz in the last round. It was crazy, bad luck, whatever you want to say. He was sleeping. Maybe Nate Diaz just caught him, whatever. But look at the whole fight. Did he get hit that much? No. He had good defense, good stand up, and he wasn't really getting tagged too much. All of his fights are like that. You look at tonight when he gets in with Usman's just gonna punch him in the face. Like he's just not gonna do anything he usually does, and Usman's gonna get in there and beat him. It's like they can't watch fighters and look who's striking's better. It's like they have no fight IQ at all. Leon Edwards has the best striking in that division. Period. That's not about how many knockouts has he got. Did he knock him out? Did he have a one punch KO over Masvidal? It's like you like these people they saw Masvidal sucker punch someone and said, he's better than him. It's just like, what are you talking about? Like, look at all the losses. It just doesn't make sense. And then they're so surprised when Masvidal didn't have it. Like, literally, this
Masvidal got KO'd.
That's what they did. Masvidal didn't have a camp. He's going to KO Usman. Masvidal gets KO'd. Usman's so strong. He's going to KO everyone else. Like, it's just like, they just don't know what you do.
And the thing, there's no MMA maths. I mean, the MMA maths doesn't. Boxing, you can stylistically say, all right. But even then, the fans are bummy. Like with MMA, you can't say just because this guy beats that guy.
Same with MMA. Styles make fights. It's not you just anything. Someone got KO'd and now this.
But the thing is, by their reactions, look at how they were screaming when Diaz landed that punch because they didn't even expect it. Yeah. They didn't even expect it. So it's like you don't even like. I'm like the biggest Nate Diaz fan there is. You know, we don't need to bring up. I could bring up footage now, but I couldn't be asked. You could see my Instagram, 50 Shades MMA. You realize, but he wasn't winning that fight. The 30 second this bullshit narrative is just he wasn't winning. He got beaten up for basically 25 minutes, landed one punch, and was even when Leon Edwards is rocked was thinking, all right, do my usual taunt, but then I'm gonna go for the finish, and he couldn't put him away. This is someone that's rocked. He's still slipping. Look at the eyes. He's still watching every shot that's coming while rocked or while hurt. He's slipping all of Nate Diaz's punches. And then he's clinching, even glancing up at the clock. That's not someone that's out on their feet. Someone that's out on their feet would stand there and go and just be wobbled and just not do anything. That's out on your feet. You don't have any cognitive function. He's recovers in 3 seconds, not completely, but recovers enough to see, Nate Diaz is coming to finish me.
Ate the bang, showed a good chin, and was just like, well.
And then just moving away. I don't understand.
Moving like he just carried on the lateral movement. I was just thinking, this better end quick because I'm blocked.
I'm sick of it. I've seen, so many videos. You know,
man. I think, you know what, like, there's reason why these bummies, this is what they do, they see, they just, even Usman, they're chatting crap about Usman. Like, they couldn't even tell he was good until he gets into all these scraps and just shows how tough he is. Now they're all going, Usman's just too tough. Yeah. No one's going to beat Usman, he's just too tough. It's just like, you lot are impressed by someone eating shots.
It's the Rocky narrative. You lot have watched too much Rocky films.
Yeah, like, that is what it is. Usman eating shots and you say he's unstoppable because he eats shots. And then you see Leon Edwards not get hit and you say if he gets blocked once, he's just going to get, he can't beat Usman because he takes shots. And he's tough. It's like, that's not how fights work. Do you know what I mean? And even in Usman got dropped by what's his name? He got dropped, bro.
Cooper Burns.
By Burns. You know what I mean? So he acted like he's not droppable or like. Even Masvidal was kind of swinging bangs in his head. Yeah. Just landing.
He was still getting hit in the second fight.
Listen, I'm telling you now, Leon Edwards is going to be his hardest fight when he fights him. Clear, like, to me, it's clear. He's not just going to march through him and just swing bangs because Leon Edwards has good stand-up. You can't just hit him like that. You can't just run in and throw a punch in his face. Like, people think it's that easy. It's just really not. You have to start respecting striking and skill.
That's going to be his hardest fight to date. Yeah. He's going to try to stand with Leon Edwards, get fucking pieced up, and then he's going to be forced to wrestle, and it's just not. It's just not nice.
It's not like the first time they fought, and it's 5 rounds. It's going to be order. Yeah, like, he's going to have to make Leon tired,
completely,
to beat his ass. If he tries to just, you can't just try to stand up with him. That's going to be the wrong game plan.
Completely. He's not fast enough, man. He just doesn't have the speed.
Trust me. People that acted like these ain't got hands. Like double jab right hand.
He's fast
He's
as well.
fast. Like this man was just out striking Nate Diaz easily. Just pop, countering him.
With
You know what I
speed.
mean? Got caught a few times here and there. Got rocked in the last round. But he switched off. There was a bad rockage, but still, man,
But you know.
is what it is. But that's me with my rant.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna leave my rant there. You know, fuck all them shitty MMA fans. Just talking shit. Even the MMA pundits on YouTube. Like, you know, I'm all for pundits. You don't have to.
What did that guy say? You can't do the leg.
What did he say?
You can't
Oh
do
yeah,
leg
the
kicks,
fucking.
You just take it down.
He said that you can't do those leg kicks against Usman. He'll take you down. Shut up, man. You just but that's my thing with these MMA guys, even the ones on YouTube that haven't even. Just go to one sparring session. Like just one. You don't have to be a fighter to talk about fighting, but you just when you're saying some stupid
Even
stuff,
that was done for not a fighter. Like what?
Yeah. What do you mean?
What? Like
You can't
on
just-
wrestlers, the only kick you can land is a leg kick.
But
really.
you can land any kicks on wrestlers.
Yeah, but any other kick is more. That's the safest kick. A leg kick.
Yeah,
One
you
of-
can
one
just
of-
big.
one of the
Yeah,
safest kicks.
you can just touch it. But
Touch it. You know what I mean?
But that's what I mean. If you don't have timing and you don't place the kicks properly or in the
You
right
just
time,
load up bait.
you're gonna get taken down. But you can't just say stuff like, "Oh, if you throw leg kicks, you're gonna get taken down." It's just. I'm not gonna mention any names, but you fucking idiot.
I'm dead.
But yeah, let's end it there.
But yeah, man, I guess that's all for this week's episode of Ping of the Week podcast.
That's been episode 6. If you
Episode
liked
6.
it, make sure you like, subscribe, share the video as well. We've been having a little trouble with our channel descriptions, our chapter description. Sorry, but we're gonna try to do that again. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, share. We'll be giving you more interesting content, more fight breakdowns. You know, more better content. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
Peace.